So I'm going to just bring on Justin Williams. He's a comedian and co-host of Fraudsters on the Last Podcast Network. Hi, Justin. Thanks for joining. It's been so long.
Oh, yes. I think it was 1972, the last time I did your podcast.
It may have been that long ago, yeah.
Yeah, it was that pro-Nixon podcast we were doing together.
Yeah, that we started, yeah. And then we parted our ways because once the Watergate thing happened, I became that much more excited about Nixon, and you thought I was like just too into Nixon for it to be professional.
Yeah.
So we went our separate ways.
Yeah.
But finally, we're back. We're now on speaking terms again.
That's good. Yeah. We've mended it after all these years.
Yeah. We are bringing you, the viewers and our audience, we are blessing you with some amazing clips tonight. So let's watch this. This is from Bill Maher's podcast, and he's interviewing presidential candidate Marianne Williamson.
And so that you are taking care of
let's not pretend that we don't already have a lot of socialism.
Well, we have the police department is basically a socialist.
Social Security?
Yeah, which came from the Socialist Party.
Okay, Medicare.
But it's not Medicare for all.
Unemployment.
It's Medicare. It's not Medicare for all.
Well, Obamacare is getting very close to Medicare for all.
We still have 85 million Americans who are underinsured or uninsured. And you have to be really like kind of buffered emotionally if you think 85 million people does not matter.
No, I hope I'm not the straw man who thinks 85 million.
No, I'm not saying that you are, but I'm just saying when people say, oh, well, that doesn't matter.
No, but I'm also saying that when you just ride around, you just see a country that does not look like it's falling apart.
Bill.
Like, my eyes also matter. It matters.
My eyes also matter. My eyes matter. Mar eyes matter. Let's do a hashtag.
I like Bill Maher because he's like, he's like all, like fallacies and stuff. He's like, well, when I drive around Beverly Hills, I see a country that looks pretty happy and prosperous. Therefore,
yeah.
Can we take Bill Maher out after one of his sold out shows in a Rust Belt city?
Well, that's basically that's what Marianne kind of alludes to in the next seconds. Let's take a look.
What I read and what people tell me. It also matters that I just live in this world and I travel a lot and I'm out in the city a lot. And a lot of people are just living their best lives. And they're not all fucking rich. It's not all the top 20%. For all its horrible problems, this country still somehow, how we got through the pandemic and didn't go broke, I don't know. I mean, we probably will in the future. Maybe it's the inflation is part of that issue. But I just don't see a country where the people are just seething and unhappy when I'm out. And that has to count for something.
You know where I was last night? I was speaking to teenagers on Skid Row. Do you know how many people are homeless in Los Angeles County on any given night? 70.
If you go to Skid Row, you're going to... Okay.
That's my point. You say you drive around, but where do you drive around?
Okay.
You don't drive too many miles.
Of course. Why would I go to Skid Row?
That's kind of my point. So you don't really...
Doesn't that look like it should go into some like sitcom music, like da-na-na-na, watch they drive around Skid Row, and then it freeze frames, and then you have the credits.
Yeah, it's like James Brown when he was high on PCP in that interview, and they were asking him, "Are you worried?" And he goes, "No, I'm not worried about it because nothing's wrong." And it's like that's the same logic that Bill Maher has there.
Same energy too.
Yeah, we're gonna check what's in that blunt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, I like that. I like that idea that he doesn't see people that are unhappy. Did he check out January 6th? Did you see this? Those people did not look like they were incredibly happy as they were breaching.
That's actually true. Also, yeah. But he wasn't there.
He's never been to a Trump rally. What does he think it is? Like a Mamas and Papas concert at these things? Yeah. It's just like straight anger for like 3 hours in a row.
It's true, yeah. And it is funny though. I think it's really funny the way he goes, "My eyes matter too." Like he gets so touchy-feely about it.
Because it's the way when you're arguing a position that's not based on any evidence,
right?
It becomes, well, you're denying and it's like, no, that's not what we're saying.
My lived experience. Like, it's funny because he's so anti-woke, but he's basically using the lived experience framing to buffer his point, to bolster his point. Yeah.
Well, that's the classic thing with like Bill Maher. And it's been an interesting shift of people that were considered like bold speakers. Right. Now that they've become older and they're trying to both sides their audiences. It's a fascinating thing. So Bill Maher does this thing where he's like, I think Trump is bad. But I also don't think that everyone should be forced to undergo gender reassignment surgery, like the loony left. And I'm like, that's not wait, you can't just like make up some other thing and then make up a false equivalency. Yeah.
Right. To try to make it like you're not ideological.
Yes.
Like you're just reasonable. You're in the reasonable center.
Yes. It's the same thing Dave Chappelle has done, where he's like, I disapprove of Kanye West, but also here are some anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, so I don't lose half of that audience.
Right. Yeah. That's how I see the world too, actually. It's a
lot of both. Yeah, both sidesing of the bold speakers, because everybody's just trying to keep their audience. I get it. Maybe the people don't want to be a hack or whatever on the comedic side, but that doesn't mean you do false equivalence. Like,
you can still be edgy in other ways.
Yes. And you can also not be like, you cannot be, why would I drive around homeless people? Like, I
think that's an unforced error on his part.
That's like Monopoly Man. Like, you are the system. Right. Don't try to pretend now that you're, the young guy who politically incorrect anymore.
Right.
You're like, why should I drive around homeless people?
Now I have an image of him though driving his car around Skid Row. It would be a little weird.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between that being weird and saying, why would I do that?
Yeah. No, I would like Bill Maher to drive around Skid Row so he could, I don't know, say something Islamophobic for no reason.
Oh yeah. See how that goes over?
Yeah.